So why did the problem of virtual reality come about? VR became a grand challenge because people want a more immersive way to be able to experience things without actually having to do them. For example, technical fields such as medicine and the military want a way to train their surgeons and soldiers without actually having them operate on real people or send them into real battle. Gaming enthusiasts want their games to be more realistic and immersive so that they can have a more enjoyable experience. And as virtual reality has become more of a reality, we are seeing other possibilities for it, such as in treating phobias by putting people into a fearful situation without them being in any real danger.
As many of you may know, virtual reality already exists, but there are many problems with the technology that still have to be addressed. For example, many people experience extreme motion sickness when using virtual reality because there's a disconnect between what they are seeing and what their bodies are actually experiencing. This goes hand in hand with the problem that with current virtual reality technology, there is still no way for us to actually experience in our physical bodies what we are virtually experiencing in the virtual world. For example, like when driving a car in VR, we cannot experience the forces actually involved with driving a car. Or when running around, we cannot actually run around in our physical body. And the final and biggest problem with VR is that it is just inaccessible to the everyday person. With current setups, it takes incredibly expensive computers to run the simulations without even adding the additional cost for the actual VR hardware, such as the headset, earphones, controller, camera, etc.
Virtual reality is in its very early stages at the moment, so technology has not yet been developed to solve a lot of its problems. Right now, the headsets need exterior devices to track movement, which limits the device to a certain area. So developing something inside the headset to track movement would help create a larger environment for the user. Virtual reality also requires a powerful computer to use it, so making it so that the headset has its own internal processing power will lead to much less wires interfering with movement. We also need to develop a fix for the motion sickness experienced so the user is not annoyed by the device. And overall, we need to make the technology cheaper and easier to access to the general public.
The software developers design, develop, test, and evaluate the software of the systems being used by the virtual reality hardware. The product designers use design skills and technical knowledge to improve how existing products work and look. They also attempt to produce them at a lower cost to the consumer. Tech companies are companies focused mainly on developing manufacturing of technology. These companies involved in virtual reality are those such as Oracle, Sony, and HTC, to name a few.